Hi.
Hi. What's up?
You know, just
Surviving.
barely.
It is so hot. We are PNW girlies. This is stressful.
I was not built for this.
No.
And there's like no light at the end of the tunnel. It's like 85 every there's just no respite.
No.
There's no break.
And it's not like the sun goes down early.
It's hottest
all day
in my apartment right now, and it's 7:30.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, it's kind of rude.
And it like doesn't really cool off at night either because I open everything up and put up fans.
It's probably like a 10-degree difference at night.
Barely.
Yeah.
So I get home from work, I turn on my AC in my bedroom, and I just live in my bedroom. That's all I can do.
Yeah. I actually went to my parents' house for a few days because I needed the AC. I couldn't hang.
Yeah.
Truly, I was like in my underwear and like a t-shirt, like sprawled like this. Like didn't want my pits to touch, didn't want my legs to touch, didn't want my back to touch anything. I was like arched up, like just not.
Well, and being sick too. You were unwell.
Yeah. It's amazing. I feel completely fine. Like I was not sick at all, but I was sick as a dog for like 4 or 5 days.
I'm so glad you're
Isn't
feeling
that
better.
so weird though? Like I feel like normally it like kind of starts and then it's bad and then it kind of goes away. Mine was like really bad and then it just went away.
That's good.
No, it's amazing. But like,
I'm glad to have you back.
thanks.
I was worried about you
back.
there for a second.
No, same.
When you ordered the popsicle delivery, I was like, okay. Serious.
So bad. Thank you so much.
You're
that
so
was
welcome.
so nice of you.
Of course.
Yeah, no, I thought there was a few things that I thought it might be.
Yeah.
I'm happy to report it was just a little virus.
Yeah. So are we just gonna like raw dog this episode? Because I feel like there's so much
We have so much to say.
to cover on.
We're just gonna raw dog it.
So I think let's like maybe chronologically go in order.
Yeah.
I think we need to tell the people about Santiago's.
Oh, you guys want to know about Santiago's?
Because this is so insane to me. Like, of all the men that have traipsed in and out of your life, the prospect of this one honestly maybe scares me the most.
It's terrifying.
It's so scary. He's so scary. Like, unwell.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. I don't even know. That's a joke between me and my dad.
At my expense?
No. I don't know how that came about, but whenever we're like really confused about something, we just say, I don't even know.
Okay. I watched Step Brothers last night.
I know you sent me pictures of it.
And I know how you feel about that movie. And
love
there's
it.
one scene where he calls somebody the R word and he's like, you don't even say that. And your dad says that all the time. And I totally forgot that's where it's from. So
that's where it's from.
That's where it's from. And so when I saw it, I died.
Oh my God.
And I wanted to tell you and Rick about it, but
That's so funny.
I just sent you little screenshots of it.
No, thank you so much.
I'm also so hyper aware of moving my feet now.
We have a couple foot fetishists lurking on the tube, the YouTube.
You guys go look at the comments.
We're scared.
I'm
wearing socks from now on.
I feel like I can't win because I thought slippers would be appropriate because they would be covered. But it turns out that was encouraged.
They liked it.
Yeah. They loved it.
Yeah.
So I just have to sit perfectly still.
They absolutely love when Lauren wiggles her feet. Scary.
It's so scary.
We're just little girls.
Yeah. Don't come for my two sweet little toes. Okay. Santiago's.
All right. So much has happened. So first of all, I just want to say my bad because we recorded an episode like hella long ago and I just didn't edit it. I was like, yeah, we recorded it. I'll get to it. And then what do you think? 3 weeks?
Yeah, well, and then you were gone for 4th of July, so that entire weekend you didn't do anything productive for your life and soul.
That's true. That's a true statement. Oh, it's real hot here. Okay. San Diego. So, as most of you will know, a male suitor, hailing from San Diego.
See, the Diogs of San.
Fancied me.
Mm-hmm.
Or so I thought.
Mm-hmm. We all did.
The feeling was mutual.
Right.
And he had bought a ticket to come visit me.
After like one FaceTime, right?
2, I think.
Okay. Still
but
insane.
like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like your love language to a C.
Yeah. What is wrong? Like, why do I like that? I think it's just like I like big gestures.
But like insane gestures. Like not even remotely close to any kind of like healthy, mature, stable gestures.
Can't say that.
Hey, you can't say that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing to say for that.
Yeah.
For me, for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he bought a ticket. Everything was
Peachy
hunky-dory. We were chatting, getting to know each other. We had been talking pretty consistently, but not in like a 24/7 way, but just like consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to know one another, but not being like obsessive about each other, which I thought was good for me because normally I'm like insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wow, I'm really growing. And the vibes just all of a sudden felt very off.
Yeah, like fully shifted, and you clocked that.
Yeah, like it went from I felt him being so interested in me. Clearly, he bought a fucking plane ticket. And so the week coming up to Pride, I felt the communication wither a little bit, definitely from his end.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's kind of weird. Like he would just in the middle of a conversation stop texting me back at like 8:00 at night. And I'm like, what are you doing at 8:00 at night? And I tried really hard to like tell myself that this is my anxiety and like my shadow self speaking and just my insecurities and not actually my gut saying that something that was wrong, but more so my head just being like,
Right. He hates you. He doesn't like you. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. So I just leveled with myself all of that week, just being like, I'll fucking calm down. You're fine. Like, you don't need 24/7 communication, reassurance. Like,
yeah,
it's good that he's not all over you. Because I am used to that. And I know that fire burns quick.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good lesson for me to learn. The end of that week, so like I think Thursday or Friday, we were texting like back and forth really consistently. And I was like, okay, good. Like,
back on.
Why was I feeling so insecure? Like, it's fine. And we were sending some flirty messages. I sent him a little like preview of my lingerie shoot.
Well, he was going to a pool party and you were like, send me pictures. And so he sent you a picture of him at the pool party, like specifically took this picture to send it to you.
Right.
And then you wanted to reciprocate that by sending him a picture that, to your knowledge, like no one had seen.
And no one had seen it.
At that point.
Yeah. And it was just some footage that I, like some B-roll basically of some stuff that I did this, oh, I guess it doesn't, I can say it now. It was B-roll from the video that I did, one of the videos I did for Savage X Fenty. And I'm sorry. I looked amazing in that.
So hot.
And his response was so rude.
So insane.
And then I'm like in my head about it, like rewatching it thinking, oh my God, I look like a fat ass. Like, why did I send that to him? You know, my whole mind just like
does that a lot, eh?
It does. And what did he say? He was like, that's insane.
He
or
like
something.
First gave you a hard time that it was like not something taken specifically for him.
Right.
Like he felt like it was like a recycled thing that other people had seen, or that like he was like, you didn't take this just for me, and so like I'm not into it. And then was like still insane though. Yeah.
It was just a weird, like it was giving jealous boyfriend.
100%. Controlling, jealous.
I do not like.
Not even from a boyfriend, but from a stranger that you have yet to meet.
Yeah.
Are you insane?
Cray.
I owe you
Zero.
nothing.
Yeah. After that, communication dwindled completely. I didn't hear from him all weekend. And then Monday, Chelsea and Lo came over for dinner, and I was telling them about this, and I was like, I just have like a bad gut feeling now. I don't feel comfortable with him coming to stay with me, and I need to have a conversation about him with us immediately because like we're getting closer to the date that he's coming. I'm not comfortable. Something feels off. And so I, with the help of the girls, sent him a message, and this motherfucker, I sent the message at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
He didn't respond until the next day, like during working hours. And it was
very thoughtful.
It was such a thoughtful message. And even if he needed time to think about it, the least he could have done is like, I received your message. I got it. Thank you so much for expressing your concerns. Let me take some time to like think of a proper response.
Yeah.
But like to leave me hanging.
Well, and he still even kind of did that. Like he responded in a way that was just kind of like, not interested, whatever. And you were like, okay, like, can you tell me like what changed? Kind of like no hard feelings. Totally understand. Like, I just want to know for myself. And he was like, sorry, I'm at work. So like, I can't really get into this right now.
Yeah. And I just never responded to that because
like, then why did you respond?
Right.
You should have just
so
waited.
Weird. And he also made it seem like it was both of us pulling away from each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, sir, no. That's all you.
Yeah.
Baby. So after all this, I'm telling my friend who lives in San Diego about this. And she's like, wait, send me a picture of this guy. Like, this just seems like weird. So I send her a picture of him. And she goes, shut the fuck up. One of my friends went on a date with him. And I was like, no, stop. What happened? And she was like, he fully got up from the date and walked out the door. Like, left her with the bill.
Yeah.
Like, had multiple shots, multiple drinks, had
the main
a meal.
course. Yeah. And then like waited, went to the bathroom and then left.
And she like watched, he said he was going to the bathroom. And she watched him get up and not go to the bathroom and walk out the door. And she called him, and her number was already blocked. She had already been deleted from...
Yeah, unmatched on the dating apps.
On the dating app. Yeah, like how insane is that? And I guess this friend also found out that something similar had happened to another girl who went on a date with him. And they both had said that he also kept getting up to go to the bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
So like,
what are you doing in there?
What are you doing in the bathroom? It's giving I'm broke and addicted to coke.
Yep. one of my like initial red flags for this guy was the fact that like he was so willing and ready to come up here and like date you, not because like obviously you're stunning and gorgeous and perfect and funny and like flawless and everybody would be so lucky and like jump at the option to, but I was kind of like, why can't you date within your own city?
Because everyone knows that he walks out on dates,
Right?
Maybe
Because you've got a bit of a reputation.
Yeah.
To dine and dash.
That's insane.
And how old was this man?
36. Thir- 36? Hello?
You're knocking on 40's door.
Dude, you're gonna die soon. Like, what? Get it the fuck together.
And you're dining and dashing, leaving girls to pay the bill for your meal.
Insane.
Part of this kind of segues into one of the topics I did want to talk about on this is like the backlash, I guess, that I feel like sometimes happens of, because like there's this kind of like, not like a theory, but there's this like thing that guys always say. It's like, oh, well, girls only go on dates for free meals, or like you're only saying yes to a date for a free meal, or like I'm not dating women just to like pay for their meals so you can get a free meal off of me. And it's like, number one, that's not why women are dating.
No.
Calm down.
Yes.
But I feel like some men take it to the extreme opposite of like trying to almost get like vengeance or like redemption or like get back at women for doing that some men now are acting like this. Like obviously he's taking it to an extreme, but I feel like there's guys out there that would be like, yeah, like way to stick it to them.
Ew.
I know.
Ew.
I know.
Literally when you said that, I just pictured a toilet and me dumping his head into a toilet and flushing it. What are those called?
Wow. Not a wet willy.
No.
The swirly.
Watch out.
No, but like imagine this man gets on an airplane, comes here, you guys go on a date, and he what? Does that here? Where do you go, babe? Are you sleeping on the street tonight?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, what was the game plan?
I mean, I don't think he would have done that here given the circumstances.
But what if you guys would have had a great weekend, then in a couple months or whatever, you go to San Diego to visit him and like see your friends, and he does that to you there?
Yeah.
Imagine.
I mean, I think if he would have come, I think it would have been probably like a really fun weekend, and he probably would have said and done everything correct. And then he would have ghosted me. Like, I just have that feeling. Or he would like string me along, but like fully be stringing along other women at the same time.
Yeah.
That's just the kind of vibe that I get.
Yeah. I was showing Melissa, one of my coworkers from the winery I babysat on Friday, a picture of him, and she was like, he gives me military vibes.
Interesting.
So dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
Ugh, hated that.
It's so weird because he would have been here now. Like this weekend, he would have been here.
Ew.
Also, he still follows me on social media and like watches my shit. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't get that. Like, if you're not interested in me, why are you still following me?
Yeah.
So that kind of leads me to believe you mentioned something as a joke, and like when you said it, I was like, I laughed hysterically.
Well, that's not out of the ordinary.
That's
for
not
us.
out of the ordinary. But it does make me wonder a little bit, like, is not necessarily. So what Lo said was maybe you're like too hot and he's like insecure or something. I don't necessarily think that's true, but I think he might be a really jealous person. And so someone who is posting on social media a lot, someone who's public about dating and, you know, saying shit,
yapping
online, is probably scary for him.
It's probably scary for a lot of men.
That's true. That's awesome for me. But I think I don't know, he just gave me the vibe that he didn't like other people seeing me
Mm-hmm.
or talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the vibe that I got.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's any truth to that, but
I think he was probably intimidated by a lot of things. Like, I think your online presence for sure. I think your looks for sure. I think, like, if he was going to come up here and act like that, like, you have a little bit more power to, like, expose him in, like, a weird way.
true.
When, like,
True.
I don't know.
Yeah. I do think a lot of men don't, like, the podcast itself
Mm-hmm.
kind of scares
Mm-hmm.
a lot of guys off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will fucking talk about you.
Well, yeah. Don't fuck up, and then
Yeah.
you won't end up on here.
Yeah. So
Simple
I
as.
don't know what to say. But I haven't heard from him. So he still keeps tabs on me, but I haven't heard from him.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I do have to say I'm so exhausted.
Yeah.
I haven't had a day off since, like, a day off to do absolutely nothing. Like, nothing on my social calendar since June 10th.
That's
It's
insane.
July 13th. I do not have another day off to do absolutely nothing but rot in bed until, like, August.
I don't know how you do that. I really don't.
I as I was getting ready, I really thought about it, and I almost started crying. My mood's back. I'm up again because you're here. I feel a lot better. But
that makes
I
me
was
feel
like,
so bad now though that I was like, let's do it tonight.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? I'm going to
Yeah.
dinner at my parents' house tomorrow night. I guess we could have done like Monday or Tuesday, but like I still go to work those days. So
Yeah.
it's like not like any day is really better than any other.
Yeah.
Work was just insane today. We had like both waves were full, and then the second wave, which is one that I don't really like to take walk-ups just because we have to get people out on time to get ready for the wedding. The guy in the parking lot today took a walk-up party of 13.
Ooh.
Which we were not set or ready for. Like, that's a huge party that we don't even let our club members make reservations of.
And you guys accepted them?
I mean, they like walked up to the check-in table. So like he had already told them like, yeah, come on in.
Oh.
So it was like too late for me to be like, sorry, no.
Yeah.
They're staring at the whites of my eyeballs. So we took them, figured it out.
Fun.
But yeah, that was awesome. Loved to do that. And I get to go back tomorrow.
Do you get to sleep in at least?
No. Well, I mean,
What time do you have to work?
I don't start until 11.
Okay.
So I don't have to leave here until like 10:30ish. But like,
Yeah.
not really.
Not enough to like rot.
Yeah. Because I'll still probably wake up at like 7:30 just because that's my like biological alarm now.
Yeah.
Biological alarm.
I got what you meant.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, just like a day to not wake up to an alarm and just rot.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hopefully soon.
I can't, when I work, well, let me take that back. When I do things, my body gets so run down if I don't like take time off, like real downtime. For example, I had been like all of Pride and then all of that next week, and then from Wednesday until Sunday of like the 4th of July weekend, I was doing something every single day.
Yeah.
Most of it drinking heavily.
Yeah.
And by Sunday night, my body was like, you're done.
What are you doing?
So I literally was so ill.
Yeah.
And
Well, staying up late.
yeah.
Getting up early because you don't like really sleep in on the boat.
Yeah.
Drinking. Spending time in the good old outdoors. Minimal clothing, I'm sure. Naturally. It was bound to happen.
Yeah.
Gonna happen to anybody.
Yeah. So I applaud you for being able to
I can definitely feel
sustain.
my patience wearing thin. I'm gonna have a
I
full
bet.
down meltdown here pretty soon. So can't wait for that to happen.
I'm glad that you have banana bread though.
You can have a slice later if you want. I
Oh my
ran out of
God.
vanilla though, so I'm a little bit worried about it.
I'm sure it's fine.
I thought about texting you, but I didn't want to wait to like bake it until you were here. That's also probably why it's a little warm in here because I have my oven going. But like, that's my breakfast. Like, sorry, what do you want me to do? Huh? Climate? Just not eat? Mother Nature? What do you want from me? Never to use my oven during the summer months? That doesn't feel like it's okay.
No. Fuck that. You're well within your right
I'm really
to bake
mad about
banana
it.
bread.
I also, because it's so fucking hot, haven't been working out. Because, like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Get heat stroke in my living room?
Don't worry, I haven't been working out either.
That's not on my schedule.
It's so hard to work out when it's already hot.
And my gym is hotter than outside.
Yeah, that's fuck. Wait, did you not get the Y membership?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just don't know when I fit it into my schedule.
yeah, that's fair.
And then I didn't want to like waste money on something that I wasn't like for sure about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just been
It's bleak.
real bleak, a little rough. A
Sorry.
little rough and tumble. It's okay.
I love you.
I love you so much.
So,
4th of July.
Pride?
Oh, we have Pride stories?
A little bit.
Oh my
Because of
God.
that guy that I met.
Did you meet him at Pride? But you already knew him from before.
I knew him, but I like met him there.
Yeah.
All right.
This is just a
let's
boy
back it
heavy
up.
episode, you guys. Just get ready.
This is what happens when I don't talk on the pod. I just talk to men in real life.
I was going to say, I feel like you have a lot more men stories this episode, though, than you have in a while.
That's because I've been like leaving my apartment.
That's true. It's very brave of you.
Thank you.
You're so strong.
Thanks. So I went to Pride with my friend Elle and some of her friends. Kind of the same group that I went with last year. By the way, the episode that we did for Pride last year, I think we talked about how 2 of the people we were with, they're a gay couple, guys, and their apartment was like immaculate. And I was like saying how amazing it is to go into a man's house and for it to be immaculate. We talked about it on the pod a little bit, and they listened to that episode. And when they saw me, they were like, "Oh my God, you talked about us on the podcast." I was like, "Yeah, they're so fun. They're so cute."
Were you with what's her face last Pride?
Elle?
No. Taylor?
No.
Okay. That was 2 years ago?
That was last year, but like
not Pride?
It wasn't Pride time.
Oh.
It was winter. And if you know me, I normally don't stick with one person for a whole season. Not by choice.
So what was the timeline in between Taylor and Austin?
Ew. Who? I don't.
Vancouver?
No. I don't know who that is. Taylor was like winter.
But early winter, like February, March, I feel like.
Yeah, but it was like a whole year. Like that was like Vancouver guy was this past winter.
I know.
Taylor was the winter before.
It truly doesn't matter.
No, it
doesn't
doesn't
know
matter.
why I asked.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
Anyway, met a bunch of people out that I've never met before, so that was cool. Making friends, making connections. The Thursday before like all the festivities for Pride weekend, this guy that I knew from Portland reached out to me and said he was in town and invited me to go to a Storm game with him because he has this company that like represents athletes, I guess. So he like gets free tickets and stuff. So he invited me. I ended up not being able to go, but he was out for Pride. So he was like, we should meet up. And I was like, for sure. And when we were leaving the Wild Rose like block party, he was right outside by Sam's Tavern.
Like just happen chance? Or did you guys like plan to meet there?
No, we planned, like we were going to meet up.
Yeah.
But like I didn't know he was going to be like right there. Like we literally walked out and he was right there. And I had not seen this man since we were like talking my freshman year of college. How crazy is that? That's so long ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah. I'm with 3 girls. And he's with a friend. And so we're like, let's all go somewhere else. So we go to a couple of different bars. Him and his friends are buying us drinks. So we're like, yippee.
This is so fun.
Love.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like all over me, which like who could blame him? But my head was still with Santiago's.
So ridiculous. Santiago's. I can't say that.
I got said that. And so I was just like trying to like be in it, but also like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm such like a one person
type of
girl. Like
Same.
I really have such a hard time. Like a roster, never had one.
Couldn't exist.
Couldn't.
No.
I don't know what it is. I just like, I want to feel like so emotionally connected with a person that having people on a roster where it's all just like very surface level, that does nothing for me.
I'd love a roster right now.
No, like would love to be able to do that. Can I?
I think I could.
No.
In this current moment of my life.
You should then.
Well.
What's stopping you? What? Time?
Just, yeah. But also who, what, when, where, why.
Well, babe, you could find anyone anywhere.
Yeah, but then I'd have to like leave my home.
Not necessarily.
I just like...
This could be a revolving door.
Nothing has happened for me in this year. And it's really starting to set in. I don't know if I can live vicariously through you and Chelsea anymore. And Chelsea's wifed up, so there's nothing exciting happening over there anymore.
Well,
so no pressure.
What do you want me to be doing? Like gangbangs?
Maybe.
Well,
choo
if
choo,
the price
bitch.
is right. Anywho,
so you're trying to live off love in the moment, but it's hard.
Yeah,
but it's fun.
But also, Santiago's is like fully fucking not talking to me.
Yeah.
So then I'm also like in my head about it. What are we looking at?
It's just a little bug.
Oh, there's a moth.
It's like a little tiny baby moth. I'll take care of him later.
Ew. I'm really against moths.
I want to smush him on the wall really bad, but I like don't want.
You're gonna kill something on camera?
I don't know if it's on camera. It might be slightly off. We'll take care of it later.
Yeah, well, the guts on the wall.
I'll take care of it later. I'm not getting up right now.
That was savage.
Thank you. I'm heartless these days. I've like fully turned everything off. I have to for self-preservation. There's no feelings in this body, heart and soul.
I'm scared.
I see dead people.
Please don't.
It's from
I know. I got it.
What do you think I'm referencing?
The Sixth Sense?
No.
Oh. What are you referencing then?
I mean, that's what it's from, probably. I think that's the original, the OG occurrence. But the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Kendrick Lamar's one of his last songs called Not Like Us. At the beginning starts off with, "Psst, I see dead people." And it's a picture of, the original song when he released it is a picture of Drake's house with a whole bunch of like sex offender indicators on it. And then he released a music video. Well, he did a fat concert on June 13th, on Juneteenth.
That's
in
June
LA.
19th.
Okay. Sorry. June 19th for Juneteenth. And in LA, and played it 5 times in a row, and the crowd was just getting wild and wild and wilder every time, and like people were coming up on stage and doing it with him. Like
Oh
a
my
full-on Drake
God.
diss track has gone like so popular, and it's actually a bop of a song. And then on 4th of July, he released the music video.
Oh boy.
Stunning. Anywho,
I never got into that because I was
eating it up.
busy.
Never liked Drake.
So back to Pride.
Yeah, let's get back there real quick.
So I leave the bars that night, which is a Saturday night. And this guy that I've reacquainted with.
Yeah. Been hanging out with.
He was like, I really want to take you on a date tomorrow. Like, would you be up for that? I woke up so hungover. Like, I have not been that hungover ever, I don't think. I drank so much that night. And that's crazy for me because I'm not a big drinker, except for the summer. I am like...
You're living it up. You're drinking.
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
In your drinking era.
I'm in my drinking era, yeah.
I have some wine.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Anyway, he's like, let's get breakfast. And I'm like, ugh, like fully like can't even get out of bed.
Oh.
The room is spinning. Like it's not good. And so I don't get out of the house until like 4 p.m.
Do you have one of those headache caps?
No, but I have been meaning to get one for like 4 years.
Oh, okay.
It's like on the to-do list.
Okay. Been really busy though.
ADHD. The night before, he's bought all my drinks, right? He gets an Uber for me to go home in.
Slay.
He gets an Uber for me the next day to bring him to him.
Slay.
And then we ended up spending like the rest of the day together. So we got like a late lunch and then we went over to the Space Needle where all this like Pride stuff going on after the parade. So we kind of met up with the people I was with the night before, but then we were just kind of hanging out and he was like really giving me the green light, very much saying that he's interested in me. Fun fact, this man does not live in Washington. He lives in California.
What's up with you feeling the need to date other people outside of the state?
I'm not feeling the need.
Well,
it's just interesting that the people that are gravitating towards me are not around. He was like, well, I'm going back tomorrow, but I'll fly you to San Francisco if you want to hang out, and I'll get you your own place. You don't have to stay with me. And I was like, interesting.
You should definitely take him up on that.
And then this past weekend, he was like, or for this weekend, he was like, I'm going to LA. Do you want to go? And I was like, I'm so sick right now. But yes. So, I don't know.
I love this for you.
Yeah. He's cute and like he's fun. I don't know if like dating is it for me right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I have so many things going on that like dating is
low on the totem pole.
It is, honestly. Yeah. You wouldn't know it by these stories, but yeah. So that's that. I, went to sleep when I woke up and it was basically time to go to
Roach
Harbor for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Such a fun trip.
I'm a little bitter about it. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I went with Elle last year and her parents. There was not a single soul in sight for either one of us.
I don't think we were receptive to what could have been there, though. Because this is what I did differently this time.
Do you smile?
I smiled. I left my boat.
We could have left at any time. I don't know about the smiling, but I was willing to leave. The hard part about the last time we were there is we weren't docked. We were like out in the middle of the harbor. So if we wanted to go to land to interact with anybody outside of our boat, we had to dinghy there.
Yeah.
And it seemed like you guys got onto the dock after the 4th.
Mm-hmm. We were only in the harbor for 2 nights, I think.
Yeah.
And then we were on the docks. I was fed up with the whole San Diego thing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck it. let's have a good ass time.
I definitely don't think that was either of our goals, obviously, last June
No.
either. So, like, I do get it, but I was just kind of like,
Yeah.
sure.
No, I feel it.
Sure. When I'm not there, have so much fun.
You were invited. Right.
Next year, catch me there.
All right.
No 24-year-olds, though, for me.
What? I don't know what she's
You
talking
either.
about. What? Silly girl.
Silly Billy.
So my mom thought it would be hilarious.
It was. She was right.
To make a sign that read, "Wanted." 30 to 40-year-old single man to romance our daughter. And then on a separate poster,
Very small.
my age, my height, and my Instagram handle. When I tell you, boats were swarming our boat. Not because of me, just because of like how ridiculous the sign was.
Did you get a lot of new followers?
I got a few, but like I didn't interact with them. And they're all like young, I think.
Okay.
And one guy in particular came by. I saw him come by twice on his own. Then he comes back and actually like wants to chat, and he's with his friend. And so my dad's just out there like the whole time, just like talking to everyone that drives by because he likes to chat. He's a yapper.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Fun.
everyone was just thought it was the funniest thing. And I'm inside like getting ready. Like half my makeup is done. I'm like still in like a bathing suit, and my dad's like, "Come out here. Oh, get out here." And I'm like, "Oh God." And there's like two guys in this boat, and I'm like, "Oh no." And they just like start having a conversation with me. One of them is married and has a kid. And this other guy is like, "Well, we're having a party at our boat tonight. You guys should all come." And it's the 4th of July, so we have other plans. So like we kind of just go to like say hi, and the guy gives us a tour. Super, super nice people. Not my vibe at all.
Nice boat.
It like they're all like old wooden being restored boats.
Okay.
So like yes,
Yeah.
if you're like into that like niche.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Right.
But like I can appreciate it.
Right.
But like not as much as
The next one.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, that was that. We go back to land, and we're on our friend's boat to watch the fireworks. And I get talking to my parents' friend's son, and we're just like hanging out and stuff. And then the friends that he had brought were like all there. And so we were like, oh, like we'll just all go out to the bar and hang out. And my mom was like, that's fine, but we're out in the harbor, so like you have to sleep here tonight if you want to go out with them. And I'm like, that's fine. People that I'm hanging out with are significantly younger than me. They're like 24 to 27, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So like not crazy, but like
24 is a bit. That's a good fiver.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
So much fun though. Like they were all like great people, had so much fun with them. Anyway, we go out to the bar. I don't have my ID on me. So they all get in, and I'm like, I can't get in. And they're like,
Did they ID you?
yeah. And I was like, fuck, my ID's on the boat and it's out in the harbor. Like, I'm screwed. They wouldn't let me in. And so they all were like, no worries. Like, we'll just not go into the bar, which was super nice of them. And we kind of just like walked the docks, and like we're hanging out with random people and like taking Jello shots on people's boats. And it was just like such a different experience than the one that we had last year. And I truly think that's just because I was outgoing and smiling and open to new experiences. And new experiences I had. I was shooting oysters. I was playing pickleball, which I'm obsessed with, and we need to start playing because it was so much fun. And I ended up kind of vibing with one of the people I was hanging out with.
One of the 27-year-olds, or
he was younger than 27.
26,
Younger.
25,
Younger.
24.
Maybe. I mean, that's what he said. I didn't look at his. No, he was 24.
What if he was lying and he's like 22?
Then,
you know what? Once you go past like 25, I just feel like it like doesn't really matter anymore.
But it matters at 24. For
sure. Well, like I'm saying, like once you go as low as 25, it's like the jump from 25 to 23 is just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
You've already jumped. You've made the big jump.
Right.
So everything after that is just kind of like
fair play.
Until about like 20, then I would think that's a no-go.
Yeah.
Okay, 24. That's fun.
Yeah, we had a fun time.
Cool. That's so nice.
It is nice. And that is all I'm going to say.
Okay.
And next, we have current events with Lo.
Well, we kind of talked about lying men already, so I'll cross that one off. Cancer tampons?
What the actual fuck?
I mean, I'm not shocked. I think we all probably knew.
That was a toxic shock joke.
Toxic shock syndrome. Anyone ever heard of her?
Anyone?
Hello? I think we all probably kind of knew that they weren't the best for us, obviously.
So I knew that, but then I was like, I'll get the organic ones and I'll be fine.
Well, and it's also like, I didn't think that they were the best for me because you could get toxic shock syndrome, not because there's literal chemicals and cancer causing in it.
Arsenic.
That I'm inserting willingly.
Into my vaginal canal.
Happily.
While I'm also cramping and crying.
Bleeding. Literally.
So what the fuck?
It's insane. Because I feel like also, like, did you ever watch The Handmaid's Tale?
I tried. Like it made me physically sick.
Okay. So the whole, like, prospect of The Handmaid's Tale is society steered so far away from God, basically, that women stopped being able to have kids, is, like, the theory of this group of people. And like we kind of get closer and closer to that every day, I feel, with like abortion rights being taken away. And like I feel like, and this could also just be the silo that I'm in of people that I see online are struggling more and more to have kids. Like IVF is becoming a lot more popular, or like necessary at least, to have kids. And maybe it's just because people are waiting until later in life.
I think that's definitely part of it.
But also, who knows if it's our cancer tampons?
No, it's for sure more than just that.
So it's like, okay, the government is protecting women. How?
They're not. I feel like that's pretty clear. If there's one thing the government is pretty clear on,
fuck women.
Fuck women.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not interested.
Don't care.
So I do feel happy that there is like a little bit of an understanding with the government. We know that they hate us.
Right. They're showing their cards pretty well these days. Cancer tampons. We already talked about Roach. The cost of living versus like what it used to be. I've just been seeing a lot of shit online about how like
Whoopi Goldberg.
No.
Oh.
Our generation is like so lazy and I think I got extra mad about this because of how fucking much I work, how hard I work to be able to just like pay basic bills, because and like sure, I could be a little bit more responsible and I could like live at home and I could save money.
But like you shouldn't have to.
Thank you. And like that's my choice, is to like live by myself, do this on my own, I guess a little bit. I could live with a roommate, but like I don't want to do that, and I shouldn't have to do that. I also shouldn't have to work 2 jobs and then also babysit and then also like budget my life down to the penny. I couldn't even tell you the last time I went like shopping for clothes because I just can't afford it. It's like gas or a new shirt. Kind of need the gas to get to work, so guess I'll just, you know, keep recycling the same 4 things in my closet for work every week. Sick.
Yeah.
And then you get old fucks on the internet being like, this generation, they just don't want to work. They're just so lazy. They want everything handed to them. You can't find good employees anymore. Not like in our day. Hello, sir?
It's so different. So different.
And like the cost of living from then until now versus like how much we get paid then to now, how much a cost of a house was then and now.
How much
like
food is, anything.
Astronomical. How are we ever supposed to catch up?
Yeah.
And then they're screaming at us too about not having kids.
Yeah. No, it's insane.
With what dollars? With what pennies do I have a child?
No, you don't. It's crazy to me too when there are people like our age that are already like very well off. I'm like,
what did you do?
Where did you sell your soul to?
And can I sign up?
Yeah.
Are invitations going out soon? Another season?
Another round?
Perhaps? It's just been getting me very worked up in my 80-degree apartment. Mad about it. You might not know anything about this. It's breaking news. There was supposedly...
I did see this.
An assassination attempt today.
How do we feel? Or do we think it was an actual...
No.
Right. I don't either.
Because they wouldn't have missed. Quite frankly.
Also, like, the blood... I'm sorry, it looked so fake.
There's just, like, no way. Because, like, nobody in the crowd, like, if you watch the clips, it just looks, like, super, super staged. And it's basically just to, like, rally the troops behind him.
Yeah.
So now he'll be
supposed
president.
To be in jail? I'm so confused.
Oh, July 11th. Wasn't that sentencing day?
I don't know.
I didn't see anything. Maybe they extended it?
I don't know.
Because that was, what, Thursday? Today's the 13th. So annoying.
Well, we hope you guys liked this episode.
You're telling me I have to continue on. Yeah. In this world.
Yeah.
Against my choices.
Yeah.
With no money. I've no money. No prospects. I'm already a burden to my parents.
And that girl was 27. I really think you should look for a new job.
I've been kind of perusing a little bit. The problem is I don't have a degree, and a lot of jobs require a degree.
I feel like people are being a little bit less picky about that these days, especially if you have experience and good recs. So I wouldn't let that stop you.
Yeah, I have like a year of my current, well, almost a year officially of my current position.
Well, there you go.
So I just, it's part, I work so hard. I do so much more than basically everybody at my company. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I get paid
like the least
to do it.
Yeah.
That's super cool. I'm having a lot of fun living life.
I don't know. I guess we're just different, but I would not like deal with that. That is not okay.
I just like don't know what else to, I feel like I could just get stuck in this. I don't know what else to do.
You raise hell. or you leave, or both.
Okay, but then I leave, and then how do I pay my bills?
Well, no, you have to get another job first. You can't just like leave.
The idea of like interviewing and shit also is just like so exhausting.
I know, like they both suck though, you know.
Every option's shit. And like that's just what I've come to the understanding of. That's why I'm heartless and soulless these days and just cold, is because
And that's why there's a dead moth on the wall.
I'm going to clean it up.
I know. Should we see how many followers we have?
Oh my god, let's. Well, you have to do it because my phone's way over there. Oh god, I can't wait to climb into bed. My pajamas are already laid out on my bed. I'm getting into them immediately once we stop this.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm so excited to see you in my jammies. For you to see me in my jammies.
I was like, what?
You're not wearing my jammies. Those are my jammies. My jams.
Oh my god. Someone said sit cross-leg in more videos.
I just can't win. We just can't win.
All right. We have 53 subscribers. So if you didn't see on our Instagram, we are doing a giveaway for our first 100 YouTube subscribers. As you just heard, we are at 53 subscribers.
So you better run.
And it's going up daily, honestly.
The amount of views we have on our videos is honestly a little terrifying.
Why?
It's just scary to like what is our last one at? Our second to last one. Last time I saw it, I think it was at like 490. That's like the size of our graduating class. That many people have watched.
Like the dating apps one is 481 views right now.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's scary.
But I mean, we had that many people listening. They just weren't watching us.
And
you never saw those metrics.
Never. I've just been blind to this whole thing, and now I'm painfully aware.
Yeah.
That I'm being perceived by almost 500 people.
I'll get used to it, babe. Anyway, we have some exciting merch to give away to our first, or to 3 people from our first 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little raffle.
Love that.
So that's exciting. So again, if you are listening, we are now on YouTube. If you want to watch us,
see our beautiful faces and
our feet,
toes,
we would love to have you there. So please subscribe and like and leave us comments, because the comments that we're currently getting are not cutting it.
A little scary.
Very scary. All right. If you liked this episode, please leave a 5-star review wherever you're listening. Really helps us out. Tell your friends and family about us. If you liked our episode, post it on your story.
Oh my god.
Tell people about it.
Yeah.
Let
spread
us
the gospel.
Yeah. Spread the good word. And let us know what your favorite part of the episode was. We will catch you on the flip side.
Bye.